Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning. It's the 17th of June. There's the judge. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Si. How are you?
Yeah, all right. All right. Not bad. Not bad. On 1 foot at the moment, but it's not harming the tipping. But there you go. Such is life.
You've been in good form, haven't you?
You what, mate?
You've been in good form, haven't you?
Well, I'm not one of these people. But now you mention it, yeah. 66 to 1 second, 25 to 1 with it. Nice 13 to 2 winner yesterday. Big platinum gamble if you want to get involved, folks, underneath this link. Still 6 or 7 to 1 is available at Chester this afternoon. So really excited about that. Judge, big Saturday. Big week to come, mate. Big week to come. So it's a big day. And I think we've got a nice race for the ladies and gentlemen here and all other things in between. The 2:15. It's known as the Aspel. Well, it's not known as, it is the Aspel Cider 1728. I think that's the last time the prof bought around, your old mate. It's a class definitely. 2. Yeah, exactly. 3-year-old plus. 13 runners go to post. Sandown, of course, only has a maximum of 14 now. So it's nearly a full field. I'll whiz through the betting, then I'll come to you first, Judge. Bod Organ is the favourite. A horse who went on the unlucky list for many people. Yeah, last time in that Haydock Silver Trophy that Convoy won so impressively. Bordegan was the unlucky, but that means kind of like everybody's found it. But I'll come to that. I'll just whiz through the prices. That's 72 best price now, been very well backed. New Dimension, the stout horse, long layoff, 13 to 2. Then Zoo Run, 13 to 2. Then the Kublers, who've had a good week with Lil Gruff, won for them yesterday, 8 to 1. Dutch Decoy for Johnson's 10s, Baltimore Boy 10s, Repertoire 12s, Eileen Dub 12s, First View 14s, Magical Morning 16s. I'll get through them all. Mason 25s, Autumn Festival 30s, and Ashkey for Danny Muscat, the outside of the lot, at 35 to 1. Now, quickly, before I come to you, Judge, just to say the places here are pretty much across the board, 4 places, except Sky Bet going 5. So this is a race where you can get stuck into that place market as well. So what do you think? It's certainly highly competitive, isn't it?
It is. It's a very good handicap, to be honest. And like you say, the favourite, it was one of the first on my short list, but at the price now, it's just put me away. I mean, I was on it last time out and it drifted like a barge that day. Was given an absolute shocker by Holly Doyle. We couldn't have gone any wider. And how it's finished out the frame, I still don't know. But I think it's got a lot of potential. And that race is obviously, thrown up several winners normally. It's a good race to follow, isn't it, that particular event? 7 to 2 doesn't really float my boat, however. And I think he's worthy favourite, end all. I'm not so keen on New Dimension. I don't like those sort of types of horses that you're sort of guessing about and you're going to take under the odds on. Going to come to probably your selection in a minute, but I'll come to my 2 selections. My main selection in the race would be a horse called Repertoire. I thought it was a good eye catcher last time out at Epsom when it came 6th. It finished very well in a slowly run race, and Dutch Decoy came 2nd in that race. I think it reversed form with that runner. His one run at Sandown was at this particular meeting a couple of seasons ago off a £6 higher mark, and he came 6th from off the back of the pace, running on well. He's got a handy draw that's low, but he is a hold up type, so he is a hostage a little bit to fortune and running on. But I do think he's got a very solid each way claims. And the other one I quite like, at a big price, was Magical Morning at the top. It's had a wind up. It's got blinkers on. It kind of looks like it means business. It won the valuable handicap on this card, the Eclipse meeting. The Eclipse meeting here, the valuable handicap they have, off a higher mark. And I think he's a big danger at a nice juicy price too. But it's a very competitive handicap, and I look forward to chatting to you about your selection in a minute.
Yeah, there'd be your 2. So Repertoire for the judge. Get your price on that, 12 to 1. You can get your 5 places with Sky Bet. If you bet with them at 12s, that's got to be more than fair. And the danger for the judge, the saver, is Magical Morning. Top of the shop, 16 to 1. Top price in the village at Mr. Paddy Power. he's only going 3 places. So 14s if you want those 4 with that one. Now, yeah, I think it's a fascinating race because you've got so many subplots. I'll just say that old gambling tip, if you like, that old wives' tale. Be very careful of backing seemingly very unlucky horses. They have a habit of being incredibly unlucky. Now, I can totally understand the gamble for Bodorgan. It's been very well backed. Its chance is there for everyone to see. Now, Holly Doyle, however long she rides for, and let's hope it's many, many, many more years, I don't think she'll ever give a horse as bad a ride as she gave this at Haydock. And I suspect she would admit that every single thing went wrong. I just think the market's found that. And if you bet horses at the right price, you ain't going to win long term, is my view. And it was very unlucky. And I can see them being some hard luck stories in this. So I'm going to give that the swerve. He's drawn out in 10. It'd be interesting to see what Buick does, whether he holds him up for a wide run. But I'm going to let that favourite go like you. New Dimension. Well, what horse are you going to see? He was absolutely awful last time we saw him. So I understand why they've given him a long time off. But I'd need to see some evidence. And again, the market's found him really for a horse on a long layoff. Of course, Stout he can win on long layoffs. And he's clearly a very, very well-bred horse and more on board. But now I'm going to take him on. I do like Helm Rock. And I think he'll run a big race. You could argue you can't really say he's very well handicapped, but he is a horse really at the top of his game, third and second. I know the Kuba's quite sweet on him today, but I'm going for a horse who's drawn out next to him in 12. But I'm not bothered about that. I think a wide draw will suit this one. I think Murphy's going to hold it up. It's Zoo Run for Andrew Balding. Now, Zoo Run has only ever won on the all-weather. But his last 2 runs as a 2-year-old were really impressive. And I know that in interviews, Balding and Stabletoes sort of thought that anything he did at 2 was going to be just a warm-up. He's very well bred. First time out, he was, by all accounts, the paddock pickers of this world saying was extremely in need of the run. And he ran all right. And that was a good race behind Dark 30. Now, I think that'll have put him spot on. There seems to be quite a bit of confidence in the yard of the way he's working at home. Obviously, you've got Murphy on board. Balding in these handicaps, when they fancy them, it's very rare that they don't at least frame. And I think off 88, there's a feeling in the yard that this horse could end up a lot nearer 100 than 88. And I think he's going to take a bit of stopping today. And I would much rather be on him each way and cop a small profit if he places than the unlucky Bodorgan. And, you know, you've got to play these prices. I think 13-2, 4 places is more than reasonable for a horse that I expect a really big run from. I'll give you a big price one that I thought was interesting. And I can see where you come from, Magical Morning. I think that Autumn Festival, you know, number 4 might run a decent race here for O'Mara. Now, we always come back to O'Mara horses, don't we, about big Saturdays and big targets. I watched that Goodwood run back when I was looking at this race, and I am very surprised. Although this is a yard that seemed not to be. Very surprised they didn't get a tap on the shoulder and asked to explain that ride and that performance. That's all I'll say. And this horse has won 7 races, some of them on fast ground. It's now for marker 90. Eventually, he's going to have to. We're going to have to see the real horse again. Might be today, might not be. But at 30-1, I'm going to have a little sneaky saver on that. So there would be my super. I'm very, very strong on mine on Zoo Run. So there would be mine. Very strong on Zoo Run, and just keep an eye out on that Almira big price.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly sort of give a little bit of substance to the 2 that you've mentioned as it happens, because if there's not a lot of pace in this race, an Autumn Festival could, because he is the guaranteed pace and he's drawn 1, he could get an easy lead, and he would be dangerous at the price, and I wouldn't put you off him. And your other one, I thought with the prices he actually was the value that out of the 2-3-year-olds Zoo Run. That 9th last time out, I've seen several francs in that form, In particular, New Endeavour, who finished 5th in the race, absolutely bolted up on the all-weather the other day. And also, even horse that finished tailed off in the race, Sunny Orange, was beaten into 2nd during the week. So, yeah, I can see where you're coming from with Zoo Run, giving that little bit of substance to its actual run this season. It was a good run. And like you say, Balding likes having winners in these competitive 3-year-old handicaps.
Yeah, and if he has got bags of improvement off that first run, that makes him very dangerous to everybody. So I think we've got some good selections there, folks. We're taking on this favourite, both respecting it, but we're taking it on. Rich is going with Repertoire at 12-1. And also big mention to Magical Morning at 16s. And I am all over number 12, Zoo Run at 13-2. And I'm just keeping an eye on the number 4 Autumn Festival with a very small win bet, because that's I think either going to win or finish last. It's one of them. So there you go. Big day. I know you've got a big message for your members today, Judge. Really going for it. And just quickly, you're 2 from 2 on your new video. Yes, the Judge's Joker. Just tell us while we're on here what your niche is there.
Well, basically, I'm looking at horses. I think at definitely the wrong price, and or also worth taking on actually in terms of the sort of the win part of the bet. I mean, the 2 that I've taken on this week both had good claims, but I thought there was reasons why they were too short in the market. Yeah, they both come second, but at the end of the day, if you're backing horses at 10-11, you need them to win, don't you?
Yeah. So just get over there to Judge Pottage YouTube channel and watch the Judge's Joker as he gives you a bad.
Most days. So I don't think I've got one today, if I'm honest, because it's most of the races are 3 or 4 to 1 the field, aren't they? It's hard to find the shorty today.
Yeah, but when they're there, keep an eye on that channel, folks. Subscribe, and then you'll get
It'll be one tomorrow.
Yeah, one tomorrow. Right, everybody, have a great day, and we'll see you very, very soon. Good luck to yours, Judge. I hope you are second at worst.
Thanks, mate. And you too. Be lucky.
Bye, everybody.
HOLDENS. Horses.